Okay guys, here we are on day 4. Today we're going to be dropping down the alkalinity and getting that down to about 90, 100 to 90. And today the readings were 10 ppm of chlorine, a 7.9 pH, a 123 alkalinity, calcium hardness of 259, cyanic acid 43, 0 copper, and a 0.1 of iron, and that's why it's very important to get that sequestering agent in there on the first day. First day this fills up, about 32 ounces of sequestering agent goes in this pool here, and we got borates of 45. So I'm bringing the borates up another 5, but I'll do that later. And you know, there we go. So we're gonna bring down the alkalinity now. And the way I figured that, I want to bring it down to about 100 right now, so I'm going to take about 23 off. Now the way you'd figure that out, this is 18,000 gallons, so I'm going to do a 1.8 times the amount I want to bring it down, which is going to be 24, times 2.56 ounces of acid for 1 ppm in the 10,000 gallon pool. So that's going to give me 110 ounces that I'm going to have to put in this pool to get that down. And but I'm not going to do it all at once right now. I'm just going to probably do about half of that and pour it in there and get it down. Come back later today and do the other half, and then get that down all the way. But today I'm going to show you how I put acid into a pool, because and also you can use I got some Biodex enzymes. Good product right here. Put that in the pool, and you can see this stuff, how it bubbles up right here. You can see how stuff, like right now, how it's eating up all the organics and off-gassing. Now that's what that stuff does. It basically eats up the organics and off-gasses them, and cleans up, and it helps basically your chlorine level, because now your chlorine doesn't have to fight all of the other organics that are in this pool. So, so now what we're going to do is show you my method for adding acid. Now, I found using a brush makes this a lot easier because it cuts through the water a little bit better. The way I do it is, again, just pouring the acid in and saying that's alkaline for alkalinity and walking it is for pH. That's not right. That's not how it works. Again, pouring acid into this pool is going to affect the alkalinity a certain way, and it's going to affect the pH a certain way. It's going to drop the alkalinity by so much, and it's going to drop the pH by so much, and that's it. It doesn't matter how you pour it in this pool. That's what it's going to do. So in a 10,000 gallon pool, if I have a pH of 7.9 and I want to bring that down, 7.8, and I want to bring that down to 7.5, that's 14 ounces of acid that I'm going to need. And I believe you have an alkalinity change of 4. And then on an 8.0 pH pool to 7.5, that's 21 ounces of acid with an 8 change in your alkalinity. And an 8.2 pH to a 7.5 is 27 ounces, and that's going to give it an alkalinity change of, I believe, 12. So, and that's it. That's how this is going to work. And then the higher you go, obviously it's going to drop that alkalinity down more, and it's going to drop your pH down more. It doesn't matter how you pour it in this pool, it's going to do the same. They don't want you to column it down to the bottom, because it's going to sit there on the bottom and just eat away at that surface at a 3 pH, and that's pretty darn acidic and corrosive. So my method to do this is, today I've got probably about 32 ounces in this bottle right here, so I'm going to put all 32 ounces in here, and what I'm going to do is just pour it in. I'll do a little bit. Got my pole, and just take it and move it around. And like I said, using this brush makes it so much easier to cut through the water. Now this acid is moving around into the water. It's not going to create that low pH as you would just dumping it in here and letting it calm down. And that's the biggest concern that they have. And I believe the new standard now is pour slowly and mix. I did a video over a year ago, probably 2 years ago now, with this method here, and I don't know if somebody saw it or not, but I believe that's the new standard now. And then we just go ahead and mix it again. And there you go. And that's all you got to do. And use on, I'm going to tell, advertisement right here, man. Primate pole. I mean, it makes the job so much easier using the primate pole. I mean, look at this. When I'm coming over here netting and doing things, I don't have to worry about that pole hitting any of this stuff. See this? When I'm going over here netting, I got to worry about my pole hitting things. With this primate pole, you know, right here, you know, I can brush the tiles, move things around. I can come over here and move things around. And I don't have to worry about hitting things with this. Put it on my cart, and I don't have to worry about low-hanging bushes and stuff. So, again, a little bit of advertisement for the primate pole. Got to get it. Okay, so now, recap basically is what we did. Day one, sequestering agents in the pool, important. Calcium hardness level, get it up to 150 minimum. You can add the borates in the same day. Just come back, well, you don't even really have to come back for the borates, because you can add it in the shallow end, because it's not going to really affect the two chemicals, calcium chloride and boric acid, is not going to really affect each other like calcium chloride and soda ash or baking soda would. You do not want to ever add soda ash, baking soda, calcium chloride, even conditioner is kind of like an iffy thing. I wouldn't add any of those. If you're adding those things, I wouldn't add them anything other than maybe an acid into the pool, because you can add acid while you do that. But anyways, then day two, brushing, checking the levels, bringing the calcium hardness level up even more, get it up to 250 or so. And day three, same thing, brushing the pool down, checking the levels. And again, like I said, so far this pool, you know, I have not gotten over a pH of 7.9, and usually up in 8.0, 8.1, 8.2. And the borates are helping to stabilize that pH. So putting borates in the pool is an awesome thing. And that's why Bob Lowry wrote this startup with borate, a borate startup, and it's going to be hitting pretty soon here, and this is going to be the way to do these pools, guys. Get these borates in these pools. You don't have to worry about that, because like I said, this the spa over here, this off-gassing all the time, that's raising pH right there. And since I have the borates in this pool, it's helping to slow that down. So we really don't have to worry about our pH coming up too much. But again, this is day 4. Got the alkalinity down. I'll be back a little bit later to put some more acid in here, check the levels again, and it makes a little bit more fine adjustments here. But this pool is balanced right now, and that's good to go. So anyways, all right guys, that's going to be it for this. Day 4 is pretty much, after day 4 is pretty much just, you know, normal maintenance and things like that. And no using a roller vac too on these things. You cannot use a roller vac on these for a certain amount of time. I believe PebbleTech, yeah, I believe last time I talked to PebbleTech, I believe it was like, they said like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can go ahead and use a roller vac. It's not like a plaster pool where you have to wait the 28 days. Pebble Sheen and PebbleTech is a lot tougher, so you're not going to get the wheel marks on it. But I would definitely verify that first again, and I'm going to go verify that again. But I believe that's what they said. But anyways, there you got it. Done with day 4. Pretty much done with the startup here. Everything's looking good. The pool is balanced, and that's the important thing. The pool is balanced. And we're done, man. All right, later.